Here, I'll hold on to it.
No, it's good.
I'm starting to be a little bit tipsy. This happens.
I'm high.
Are you?
Yeah. It's cool.
This is what I feel like when I have alcohol with no food. Did I eat today? I did not. Yes.
You didn't. I knew that. You didn't have to question yourself. I knew that.
How are you feeling? How's everything?
Good.
Well,
Yeah. I would say good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're mentally prepared for the podcast finally?
Surely. Absolutely.
The journey of it seemed like it was just a lot, and it was stressful, and it's still a learning progress. Mm-hmm. I don't know what else to say on that. What do you feel about it?
Yeah, no, I think it was not even just the sitting down, the talking, the recording part. I think the difficult part was like we have lives.
Yes.
Outside of this.
Yes.
And it's kind of difficult to find time to just sit down and talk, which is funny because the whole reason that we started this is because we always sit down and talk.
Yes.
But add all this on top of it, and it's a process.
For me, it's a little bit difficult too because like just not only the sitting down part, like I had an idea in my head of like what I want to look like.
Yeah.
When the camera come on, and it was funny because last time that we were going to shoot, I like went and got my hair cut, and I'm like mentally prepared for it, and then like all that went out the window.
Yeah, I still don't care.
No.
Well, people are gonna say what they're gonna say.
But you're beautiful though. You don't do too much work.
Oh my God, Irvin.
I mean, come on.
Thank you.
I, on the other hand, have to do a lot of work. It's a lot of work to get this put together.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it? Are you wearing makeup right now, Irvin?
No, surprisingly. Not today. Well, because I was lazy with the makeup part, but I'm getting better. To be honest with you, it's really hard to do makeup now that I'm letting my beard grow. It's really hard to kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, I can't relate to that.
Yeah, I know.
Luckily, I don't have beard hair.
So wait, does that mean men putting on makeup is more difficult than women?
Don't even start this.
I'm just saying.
Irvin, you will
I'm
lose.
just saying. I'm just saying. Okay, what about like special effect artists? You think they have difficulties putting makeup on people? Or are they a little bit different than like regular makeup artists?
I wouldn't say difficulty. I mean, obviously, it can be more complex. Most of the time it is, but I don't know. There are some makeup artists out there that just do glam that
they can go ham on it.
that's a process.
Or just like take the tissue, throw it on like your hand. Have you seen that video?
Of course.
Like someone just take tissue, throw it in a hand, and like put makeup, and it looks like it bit their hand or whatever.
You've done that before, right?
No.
You haven't done that before?
No, I haven't.
I've done that before.
Did it come out pretty good?
I mean, yeah.
The confidence.
Of course. I don't want to say I'm good at everything, but
Yeah. No, my journey with makeup actually started with under my eyes. I have like a skin discoloration, and so that's kind of like started my journey of it.
okay.
Yeah, and then I've like, extended from that, and the whole Erica and all that other bullshit. So
I love that.
yeah.
I miss Erica. Bring her back.
I threw her brush away, so she's gone for now. She needs a new brush and new wigs. So she's dead right now. She needs more shit. Yeah, no. You miss Erica? What do you miss about her?
Well, the funny thing is, it's not like we've collabed.
That's true. Would you want to collab with her?
Of course, I would love to collab with Erica. Are you kidding? I'm rooting for her to come back to life, apparently, because she's dead.
That's interesting. All right, let's get into some things. Something I've been thinking about this morning when I woke up is I was seeing this. Have you seen this clip going around with like Target and people were like taking a sign for Black Friday out the fucking. So okay, apparently, on Black Friday comes around and everyone is buying shit, obviously because it's on sale or whatnot.
Right.
And so this video is going viral where I guess Target employees put the for sale sign over the fucking black or under the Black Friday sale. So it shows like Black Friday, and it's like a TV for sale for like $4.99 or $3.99 is what it was. But someone decided to take the picture off, and the picture behind it, like the sign behind it, is the same price. Yeah. But just doesn't say Black Friday on it.
I find it so funny because I've been having this conversation recently about like Black Friday is not what it used to be.
No.
I mean,
no one's punching each other.
Right. I was like, I want a deal so good that I can smack a motherfucker for it. Because, like, I don't.
No one's fighting over towels and TVs.
No one's fighting over anything anymore. And it's because it's like, oh, like 20% off. It's like, okay, you're going to have that same fucking sale next week. Like,
do you feel like Black Friday is like a big deal for homeless people? Because, I mean, think about it. No, here, think about it. If you're homeless, right?
Yeah.
And you know you want to go to a store and steal something. I mean, you probably shouldn't, but you're going to go to a store and steal something.
Yeah.
Wouldn't Black Friday be the perfect opportunity because the store is like full of people where like it's harder for
to
security.
Steal things.
Yeah.
It's hard for the security. Good deals.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good deal for them.
Money they have on.
They got like $5.
I didn't even think that you were talking about because they're gonna do it anyway.
But you know what? You just made another like big idea. Like that's the perfect time to buy their tent to get. Like think about it, because it's on sale. Think about it. It's the perfect opportunity. They will make their $5 stretch.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
But like I said, Black Friday deals are not what they are anymore. It's basically like going in and buying the same price stuff.
True. I wonder, what is a place that doesn't have a sale on Black Friday? Like, what do you cannot buy? Like, I even seen like the weed dispensary had Black Friday sales, and I'm like, damn, you can buy like your bulk weed.
Yeah. On
Black Friday.
The food service industry. I don't really think they like. Why would they give Black Friday discounts?
Just go to McDonald's and be like, you can get one Big Mac.
Oh, McDonald's prices have gone up too.
Yes.
Isn't that sad?
Yeah.
My dad complains about it to me.
About McDonald's?
Yeah. I mean, the weird thing is I didn't think that he ate at McDonald's.
Do they have a dollar menu still?
That was my stomach. That's a good.
You need some McDonald's? Is that what your stomach is saying? Oh shit! Oh my god!
The timing.
Perfect.
No, I hear we talk about food. I get hungry. Okay.
So wait, do you happen to know if McDonald's still has a value menu or?
I don't know. Gabriel, Can you fact check if McDonald's?
Can you find out for us? Like, my go-to with McDonald's used to be, well, it still is if I need to. It's the like the McChickens. And those are really like pretty delicious.
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
Do you think they're real? Like meat? Not real as in plastic, but I mean there could be some plastic in there.
Honestly, I don't. I think that there are traces of real chicken in them. Do I think it's a lot of filler?
You think so?
Yeah.
So what's for $1? Wait.
McChicken, cheeseburger, sausage biscuit, sausage burrito, beverages are all $1.
Wait, no, the McChicken's not a. I think that's wrong because McChicken is 2 for $4 now. Or is it $1? I think those are 2 for $4. Beats me. I can't see the screen over there.
Oh, McDonald's. Just go to their website.
With a sausage biscuit? You get bread. You get bread for $1. You know, if McDonald's is so bad, why don't they feed it to the people in prison? Have you seen those videos in the prison where they make them like grow their own food and shit? And
that's great.
Like sustain them own self. Have you not seen those videos?
No, videos.
Yeah, there's like videos on YouTube of people like they're out there and they're like digging farms and
I mean, prisons. As they should. It's prison.
I mean, yeah.
Like
I mean, they don't consume only thing that they obviously.
Yeah, I mean, you know what videos I see a lot of? Prison meals.
Like people like making them?
Yes, and they're
Like
so
at home?
interesting. Well, I mean, yeah,
They
live from
didn't
prison.
Live from prison.
No,
It's a vlog style of life in prison.
gosh, that would be really depressing.
That would be awesome.
I
mean, if they're gonna do life, let them have a. I feel like an ideal prison people should have is like they're stuck in a dorm room, right? Maybe like 20 hours a day.
Yeah.
2 hours shower and communicate with others.
2 hour shower.
Take your ass right back into that damn dorm room by yourself.
2 hour shower.
Yeah. Oh, not just shower, but like you can like mingle, like 2 hours
Naked?
out of. No. just naked walking around. No, like think of it this way, okay? So you have 20 hours. You're stuck in they're stuck in an isolation dorm, right? Give them their entertainment they want, so they can have like phones and tablet. They can still communicate.
You think that we should give prisoners phones and tablets? No.
Some, yeah.
Irvin is
Maybe
prison.
Well, what else they're gonna do? That's why they beat the shit out of each other. They have nothing else to do.
I mean,
Okay,
yeah, I don't
okay.
think
I'll
you're
flip
wrong.
this on you. Have you seen like the prison? They have this thing like prison pen pal.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with it? Okay.
Of course.
So there's a lot of people who will like communicate through email, because they do it through email now, where like if there's a prisoner and they're like, oh, I want to meet a lady or a guy, you can like pen pal them.
So weird.
Isn't it?
Like, I kind of fight with it because I'm like, prisoners get lonely. Like, they should be.
There's some
able to talk to
attractive
people.
prisoners too.
Stop it. Stop it right now.
I'm just saying.
That's a dumb fucking idea.
I'm just saying it's out there. I mean, think about it. Someone's lonely. They're like, you know what? I'm missing someone. I'm middle aged.
So you reach out to someone in prison.
For a pen pal. They need friends too.
They have each other. Listen, they're there for a reason.
Not everyone.
Most of them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Majority of them. I can't even finish my thoughts right now.
Listen, we went from McDonald's to prisoners.
Yep.
I'll retrack a little bit back to the McDonald's with prisoner. I just think if the food was as bad as what they're saying it would be, then why do they only feed it like for us to eat it, consumers? And if people are aware that the food is bad, why do we still want to consume it?
Easy. Instant gratification.
You think so?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Because I mean you're doing hard labor to eat real food. Americans specifically do not want that.
What is your
convenience?
What is your go-to like bad food place to go to?
In-N-Out.
But they're kind of healthy, aren't they?
I know.
I was gonna say they're kind of healthy. I mean, burger's still a burger, but I feel like it's still somewhat healthy.
I hate McDonald's. When I did eat there, it was literally only their chicken nuggets. I was addicted to them for a very, very long time.
Is this prior to them changing the recipe, or?
They changed the recipe?
Yeah, apparently it's supposed to have like real chicken.
Apparently.
And a little bit of plastic.
When it's labeled chicken, it's supposed to have chicken in it.
I feel like in a sense they should have to. I feel like every food place should have to give you their full recipe. I think we as consumers deserve to at least know, and I don't think that's just with food. I think it's in general. I think if you create something, we should know the ingredients and for everything and know what we're consuming or taking.
Absolutely. And I don't know. There's just ways around it. There's shortcuts. Yeah. Life hacks.
We'll bring it back. It's November. How do you feel about Christmas? Because it's about to be Christmas. It's December soon.
Yeah.
Black Friday's done.
Yeah.
As we're shooting this. November went by really fast. And yeah. There was something, isn't November no jerk off month?
Oh. No nut November, yes.
Wait, it's no nut, right?
Yeah, no nut November.
What's another one for November?
No shave November.
Oh shit. Wait, okay. Is trimming counting as shaving then?
What do you think?
Gabriel, does
Yes.
It's such a delay. Love it. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I would say that any sort of cutting of the hair or pulling of the hair is pulling out of the hair.
I feel like
Fucking A.
I feel like hypothetically, if I was a woman,
Yeah.
I feel like I would not shave my underarms in November.
Girl power. Good for
Yeah.
you.
So brave for saying that.
But I would also not shave my vajayjay either.
Good for you.
And if I was with the guy, I would make him know, like, bitch, November is around the corner, and I am not going to shave shit. So you're gonna see all the hair
I
that he may
mean,
not been aware of.
that's fair. That he may not have been aware of. The fuck, is he an idiot? Like, is he a virgin? Like, what do you mean?
I think guys are naive. I don't think guys really understand the concept. I mean, I'm naive, and I'm a guy, and I think that there's a lot of things I still not aware of.
I don't necessarily. I don't necessarily think I would call it being naive. I think it's ignorance.
It's just called being a man.
Being a man. Yeah. What's the longest you ever went without shaving?
Oh God.
After starting
Listen,
to
you
shave?
know when the depression hits, I've gone like 6 months without shaving.
Are you
before.
serious?
Oh yeah, dude.
Wasn't it a pain to reshave again though?
I mean, it's a pain to shave in
But
the first place.
You like the wax though.
I do wax. Yeah.
I
Which
tried.
is way more painful
Yes.
than shaving.
Yes. I can't deal with the waxing,
I get it. It's
I
not
can't
for
do it.
everyone.
especially my face.
Yeah,
hurts.
see, I don't wax my face.
Oh, just throw it in my face.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm
You're
sorry.
Fine. No, you're fine. I get it.
I could. I don't
didn't know we were
necessarily
going
think
there.
that I should, but I mean, I'm human. I'm a mammal. I
So-
have peach fuzz.
What else is for November? So it's no shaving,
Mhm.
no nutting.
Yeah.
Does that acquire for women too?
Yeah.
Do women nut? Is that a thing? Do women? No, do they nut though? Is that a thing? Can we get like science fact that women nut? Is it the same as a man? Does stuff come out? Wait, does things come out? Is it white? Is that white stuff that be coming out?
It's
Or is it pee?
According to newscientist.com, some women express liquid from their urethra when they climax.
I was getting there, okay? I just had to collect
Loretha?
myself.
They piss.
No, go piss.
Did you say
girl.
Loretha?
Urethra.
Urethra.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say that sounds like a black woman name.
Not the
Loretha. Loretha.
It's Aretha.
Loretha. Oh, it can be Hispanic too.
No.
Loretha. I'm just saying.
I don't think that these women that have these lovely names want
Fuck
to
'em. Change your name. If your name Loretha, that's a terrible name.
Well, it's not.
I'm just throwing it out there.
It's not their fault.
It is.
can't- you- It's you don't name
No, okay.
yourself.
Well, kind of.
No. When they carry you out of the mother that you come from, do they ask you, so what do you want to be? Choose your options. We have a list right here.
See,
The world is turning into that.
For the baby to choose their own name? So what do you think? Diane? Max? What are we
they do it by like hand movements, like
Sign
if the baby
language?
does right, they're like, okay, that's the right one. That's the name. They do left,
What if he's Down syndrome?
Ooh.
What if he's deaf? What if he's mute?
I feel like,
What if he has no arms?
well,
I think they all start everywhere. A baby is not going to come out knowing what it wants to be named.
that's true.
Jeff.
But I will say this.
Channing Tatum. He chose his own name.
I would be so sus of that baby, dude.
I feel like your name should match something of what you look like.
But how can you?
Ugly.
How
Betty.
Can
That's why
How
they
can
named
you
her that
tell
in the
when you're a
movie or a
baby?
TV show.
you're not conscious. I mean, you're conscious, but you're not. Like,
No, but I think parents should name their child what they look like.
but when they're babies, you can't tell. You don't know.
They all look old. Babies look old.
Brad Pitt.
Pull up a picture of a baby right now.
Babies are cute. Don't get me wrong, but they kind of look old. Like
Babies-
they look like old people.
Oh my god, people are gonna hate me for saying this. Babies are not cute.
They are cute.
They're little fucking flesh aliens.
They look like little. Look at that. Look at the picture. Aww. They be looking old though. They don't be having no teeth or anything either. Have you seen those babies who come out with teeth, like full teeth?
I hate it.
It's fucking weird.
I hate it.
It is so fucking weird.
Stop. Technical difficulties.
Just a little bit. Oh my lord. I gotta get back in my rhythm now. I feel like I'm a little off. So I'll have a sip. Drink like you're drinking. Perfectly not on the mic. Are you recording? Okay, you can hear us. Distractions.
No
much.
phones during filming.
No phones. No phones. That should be something for like November. No phone November. Do you think you could last?
I need a GPS. I can go a month without talking to people.
A whole month?
Yeah. I know how to get in your house. Yeah.
Oh, gee. Alrighty, so I guess this is a part of the show. We are going to talk about something controversy. Dun dun. Controversial? Is that how you say it?
Controversial.
What did I say?
Controversy.
What's the difference? I said it right then. Controversy. People like the way I talk.
Yeah.
That's what actually people told me. Like, I'd asked someone, I was like, why should I do a podcast? And they were like, I just like the way you phrase things.
Because your voice is so soothing.
Is it smoothing?
Aww.
Do I have a smoothing voice, Gabriel? Does it sound really smoothing? No? Oh my God. He's going in. Alrighty. Before we get to this controversial conversation, you're gonna hate me, Gabriel, because I'm gonna make you pull something up. But I want to have a part of the show where something's random, and so right now you're gonna have to pull up Google Chrome. You're gonna have to Google something Chrome. But I want something where it would be really weird what ifs questions.
Okay.
We have to give our opinions on it.
For sure.
And I think that will kind of help us a little bit real quick. I like Reddit because Reddit is not going to give me that generic bullshit.
Oh my gosh, Reddit is incredible.
Yes. So you may have to type in Reddit in there as well. So we're going to have Gabriel.
I know what I would change.
Hold on. We're going to have Gabriel So we're going to get an answer from Gabriel of a weird question that he's found on Reddit because why not? Go for it, Gabriel. What was the question?
If you had the ability to solve one world problem, what would it be and why?
You said it so like sad.
If you had the ability to solve one world problem, what would it be and why?
It's a little bit better. I mean, I don't know what it sounds like because you're doing your thing. Go, Emily. What would it be?
Oh. I don't know if this really counts as a world problem. In my brain it does. I would make people fucking happy.
In what way?
Just mood-wise. Like, if I had this magical ability to change something in the world, I would make people, by default, happier.
Like, instantly?
Yes.
Is that a world problem? Not like
I consider it a world problem. People are...
children in Africa food or homes or stopping rape overall.
Uh-oh. We have to say grape.
Oh, grape.
You can't say rape on YouTube anymore. It'll flag our video.
Sexual assaults, like, you know.
You can't say that either. You have to say SA or SA, I think.
Listen.
Listen.
Don't get grape, people.
It's one world problem. The one world problem that I choose that would make people happier. People are less likely to do bad things if they're happier. People are more likely to give things if they are happier.
Wait, so would it be like a pill? Or just instantly people would be happier?
No, magically.
She wants to be like the fairy godmother.
Okay, listen, if I had the ability to solve one world problem.
Do you want to grant people that? Like they have to come to you and then you're like, okay, you now have happiness.
Yeah, I'm thinking like I am the fairy godmother.
Okay. So they're gonna do what they did. Have you ever seen Death Note?
Yes.
They're basically gonna do that to you. They're gonna hunt you down because you're changing the way things go. Think about it. Okay, so you've seen Death Note, right?
Yes.
Those who haven't seen Death Note's an anime, and basically this guy gets a book that he can basically write any name down, and it determines that person deaf within like 30 or 60 seconds or some bullshit like that. Go look it up. Go Google. Anyway, they came in looking for him. Do you think that situation was bad? Because I think anything like you can change someone, they'll either consider you a cult. Think about it, right? Because they're going to be like, okay, she has these people following her. It's maybe a cult. Or she really has some type of power or something we need to know, so we need to study her.
This just got so deep.
Think about it. So what do you do? Is it certain people
I just
that you
assumed that this would be like anonymous. Like, because I mean, I don't know. Maybe I answered the question wrong because
Okay.
I'm literally, I'm physically unable. No human on this planet is able to make everyone happy. That's just a thing.
But hypothetically, in this situation, if you were able to have the ability to do that, how would you be able to do it without, basically, how are you going to get away with it? Because people are not going to want to be happy. That's some crazy shit,
I'm
right?
mad because you're so right. People don't.
That's it. You would literally have people who want to like come for you. It'll be weird. Think about it.
If I made them
You have the
happy,
complete
though,
opposite?
would they?
Huh?
If I made them happy, though, would they?
Probably. People are weird.
Well,
You can just like turn and make them happy. Is that what you're trying to get at?
yeah.
You're like, don't you want to be happy? They're
Yeah.
like, no. How are you
Because
doing
I mean,
this?
like, people do bad things because they're unhappy. So, like, people that would come after me for making them happy, I just don't. It just doesn't seem realistic to me.
So what if you were able to do that, but then, you know, that whole concept of like, there's always a negative and a positive. So what if you were able to make people happy, but then something unknown was happening that was bad that you weren't aware of, and every time you made someone happy, that bad event happened? What do you do with that?
Like you caused 9/11.
Oh, jeez. Maybe not
But
that
at
one.
least you made someone happy.
Maybe not that one. You went like way left. Like holy shit. Okay.
I don't think I like these questions anymore.
Oh my god, I snurgle. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, what is some of the answers on there, Gabriel, that people are giving about their 'cause I think over here I'm stressing Emily out.
I think a lot of them are gonna be like, oh, give everyone access to like
Was it food?
healthcare.
Death. Nobody has to die anymore except from suicide.
Oh.
I don't
Hold
like
on,
that.
let's I wanna own on that. Hold on. Go back to that second one. So wait, what was it? What did they say?
I'm going to choose death. Nobody dies anymore except from suicide.
That's interesting.
I would hate that.
Really?
I cannot wait to die. Okay, no, listen. I'm going to reiterate because I
Okay.
know that makes me look very fucking depressed. I'm not depressed. I'm
Yes.
happy. I love my life. I
Let me
don't
call a
want to die.
psychiatrist real
Okay.
quick. Hold on. Keep going.
I don't want to die, but like
Okay.
I love the fact that this is my life. This is
Right.
my one chance. Like that drive alone, like I'm going to do everything that I can to live a long, happy, full life. And just because of what I believe in, like when I die, that's the time it's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, like, because people can die from so many different things, but like fingers crossed for old age.
Right.
Fingers crossed.
No, because I'm just thinking when people say that, like, imagine just like stepping on like a thumbtack and then like it was infected and then you died because of
Yes.
Tetanus.
the
Oh my
tetanus.
gosh,
You
we need
got,
to
like,
look up
tetanus
weird
shot?
deaths,
We should look up weird death.
dude.
Let's do that. Let's look up weird death.
I have to bring up a side note.
Okay.
I'm sorry. This
No,
is
you're-
very ADHD of me, even though you have ADHD.
Right.
Have you seen another Reddit thing that hamsters how they always have a really tragic death.
No, that's a thing.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay.
Do they just keep like running on their like wheel, like
Yeah,
fucking
no, they
kill
can die
themselves
from
over-
anything. There was one girl was posting about how like she lost her hamster for like 3 days, and like 3 days later he came out from underneath the refrigerator and like literally looked at her and fucking died.
Are you serious?
Just right there.
That's crazy. Wait, okay. We're gonna have to look this up now. I'm curious about the
These bitches
hamsters.
like get thrown out of windows.
So
Get
basically,
vacuumed
hamsters
up.
are the dodo bird that's still around. They basically just want to kill themselves.
I don't think it's that they want to kill themselves. I
mean,
just feel
shit.
like,
Going on their fridge.
but I mean, he was fine. He came out from the fridge and was finally free and just died.
What's a skinny hamster look like? Because I always see them; they're kind of fat. You know what I mean? Like, what's a skinny? Is there a skinny hamster? Do they have weight problems as being a
I
hamster?
just assumed it was like their body shape.
look like
and
a
their
rat,
fur.
right? Let me see. What does a skinless hamster look like? Is that a thing? Oh, that looks like a rat. Did they naturally look like a rat? But look at him.
Is that
See,
a
that one's
hairless
cute.
bunny?
Wait, is that a bunny?
Bald hamster. Boom.
That looks like a pig a little bit, low key. Yeah, that looks disgusting.
What's the fat squirrel?
I kind of want Benjamin, which is my dog for those who don't know, but I kind of want Benjamin, he's a pug, but I wonder if like they can like remove all his hair since he has skin issues.
Don't do
No? Maybe hairless pug. What those look like?
that.
What the- Is that an option for Benjamin?
I
What does a hairless pug
Is
look
that
like?
a thing? I don't think that's a thing.
I mean, any dog can be hairless. Is it a thing? What does he look like? So he looks like Benjamin. Oh, geez, what is that? What the fuck? Oh, my God. Okay, never mind. We can stop looking at pug pictures. Pugs are not the most greatest looking animals. Anyway, moving on. So wait. Okay, so hamsters, they basically kill themselves.
No, they don't. But they don't kill themselves. They're just very unlucky creatures.
Okay. What is the lifespan of them? Like, what, 2 years? 4?
No. I feel like 7. I don't know if that's
7
right.
years?
I don't know if that's right.
The fuck?
8 years, maybe 7, 8 years. Let me see if I'm right.
I feel like it's 2 years. Yeah. 2 or 3. they gotta. Well, that's because they keep killing themselves.
They are not killing themselves.
2
They're
years.
just dying.
Jesus Christ. No, we had my cousin had a hamster, and her hamster basically they couldn't find it, like it escaped, and they found it dead in the bathtub. Yeah, apparently it got like stuck, and I think they were gone for like a couple days.
See, hamsters just die
It's fucking-
tragic
but I don't know how I got in the
deaths.
bathtub, but it
My family had hamsters once upon a time.
Okay.
It was before I have memory. I was little, but I do know the hilarious story of how they died.
okay.
I wasn't there. My family was dog sitting for the neighbors across the street,
Okay.
and this dog found our hamsters, like opened the cage and everything, and
Okay.
he ate the hamsters, but not really.
Wait, the dog ate the hamster?
Yeah, we had
Jesus
two.
Christ. Well, what
We
type of
had-
dog was it?
Shiba Inu.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it just ate?
Yes, her
That's
name was
gross.
Kaneda. She just wanted to play with them, I guess. She just thought they were toys. And
Okay.
so she like violently murdered these hamsters. And my brother, who was 2 at the time,
Jesus Christ.
witnessed the whole thing
Oh.
and didn't know what was going on, thank the Lord, but went
Right.
downstairs and was like, Mom, the hamster's eye popped out.
Are you serious? Its eye was out? Wait, so the hamster body was like somewhat still there. Its corpse was there.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah. Kaneda like played with them.
Oh my God, that's terrible. I would expect a cat to do that. I would think a dog would just kind of like eat it and kind of like the whole thing, and
I
trigger
have
warning
never
for those.
known a cat
To eat a hamster?
to eat a hamster, to eat a mouse. I mean, like my cat won't even really eat bugs. She just like plays
She's
with them.
bougie.
She obviously.
She's like, I'll wait for my owner to come home.
Yeah,
feed
no,
me.
screw that. But you know me, I really don't mind bugs.
Okay.
It's the one thing that I can't handle is cockroaches.
They're
And
gross.
I'm so very lucky that where I live, we
You don't have
don't
to deal
get
with
'em.
it. It seemed like it's pretty common for like apartments or houses like you move in for people to have like bugs and rodents and stuff. It's it's pretty crazy. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move it on from here.
How do you feel about this, Irvin?
The death penalty?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a sip on that one.
I'll join you.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The death penalty, I think it depends on the situation. I think that it's difficult because I feel like in a sense with the way social media has and the internet and everything that's come along, the whole idea of like our justice system with our peers, you know, there's multiple levels to it, but I'm not opposed of the death penalty. Definitely not opposed of it, but I think in a sense maybe the way that we terminate people should be a little bit different.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't think that the death penalty should be abolished.
No?
No, I
They should
don't.
keep it
I
around?
do have problems with the process and
Okay.
being put on death row. It frustrates me.
Should they be like terminated immediately?
Surprise.
Hold on, I just had a really, really bad brain
You're
fart.
good. I'm on drink number 2. I'm feeling myself over here. So you're totally
Irvin,
good.
I love that for you.
Thank you. I'll kind of bring it back a little bit. So the whole death penalty, to kind of give you a better idea of where I'm coming from, is that I think the process should not be the way that it is.
Yeah.
But my process would be a little bit like really terrible. Kind of like how I play my Sims.
That's the concerning part. Now
Put
you're
'em-
speaking
put
my
'em in the
language.
room.
I'm like, oh my God.
Put them in the room, right? And give them some options and let them know that they potentially may starve to death.
That takes too long.
Make them think about everything they fucking did.
That,
Is that cruel?
well, yes. But, no, honestly, when it comes to the death penalty, I don't understand why people care so much about it being humane. I mean, don't be extra because
Right.
there's no reason to like waste time.
So should they, because sometimes when people are on like death penalty, they're imprisoned for like maybe 20 or 30 years.
Yes.
And then they end up getting,
And that's the part that frustrates me.
do you think because maybe the family didn't get to see instant justice with that situation?
Well, there's a lot of reasons. That is a great reason to be frustrated about it, I will say. No, if there's someone that got the death penalty, and honestly, I don't know, can you get the death penalty if, murder wasn't involved or like homicide?
What was the most recent death penalty that happened? I'm just curious.
Because like people that get the death penalty, it's usually because they've taken a life.
Majority
And-
time.
Right.
Are they RP?
Yeah. Yes.
Sometimes that happens.
Yeah. True. I mean, I'm an eye for an eye kind of person. You know, if you maliciously take a life or physically harm someone to a point where they almost lose theirs, like, just take them out back, put a bullet in their head.
I think it's also full story in a sense because maybe certain events won't happen if we took mental health a little bit more serious in our country. And I can't speak for other places, but I can speak for the States. And I feel like in a sense, we talk about mental health. We try to better understand it, but there's no facility, there's no organization really put together that's helping people who actually do need help. And we've seen multiple shootings that happened recently where people have, it was the fucking dude in, oh my God, I can't even think where he did it. It's so many things that happened, but I think it was in Boston. Maybe Boston, quote me right or wrong, but the dude was hearing voices and they were saying, oh, he has a gun and he was already talking about shooting people or killing people, but they didn't do anything. They didn't stop it, And I'm not saying you can stop everything completely from happening,
right.
But I think if people who should be aware of knowing someone's having that mental breakdown to the point where they're ready to, harm others,
Yeah.
that's where we should step in more, you know. And
Yeah, but
there's what's in place to kind of like help structure that a little bit better.
so that's the hard part, because I know that today's day and age, like, we talk about mental health left and right.
Yep.
And
But what are we doing about it though?
but part of me is upset because the reason why it's just rampant right now is because we've made this thing out of it. If that makes any sense at all, but
Kind of like normalized it a little bit.
yes,
Okay.
because like depression,
Mhm.
depression is a real thing. It's a
Yes.
serious thing. It affects people, but it affects everyone. Like, it's an emotion. And we're looking at the entire world like every single person is mentally ill.
Maybe we haven't studied enough to understand
November 16th
November 16th.
was the most recent. David Santiago and Casey Allen McWhorter. David Santiago killed children. He was a Native American and from Texas.
Oh, shit.
Bad for him.
So wait, he had the death penalty. Did he actually get terminated?
He got murked
They took him out.
in the name of the law.
Jesus Christ.
So wait, he was already put to death.
He died,
Like, that was his death date?
Yeah, November 16th.
When was he
Just
arrested?
before Thanksgiving. How rude. He
Not
was
that he's deserving of that, but
Jeez.
okay.
Have your final meal.
What would you have
What-
for a final meal?
For a final meal?
Yeah.
Listen, I want like the biggest
chicken
like
wings.
chicken wings. I want like the biggest steak, thickest steak. Like, it gotta be crazy because I'm gonna be eating that shit slow. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be eating it slow. And I'm talking about, and the reason I chose steak is because, you know, like steak, you can kind of like peel it apart. Like, I'm about to be peeling it like apart. Okay, so you know how you have a steak, right?
Do not tell me you peel your steak.
No, I don't peel it. I'm saying in this situation, I'm about to peel this bitch. Like, I'm gonna peel it back like layer to layer and like pick through it and just like go slow. Unless they put them on a limit, because maybe they put them on a limit. Like, okay, 2 hours, you don't finish, we're gonna take you out.
Right.
No, I don't know.
I'm sure they do.
Do you think people get to do people get to watch? People get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's still a thing.
Oh, I think I'm starting to get a little tipsy, y'all. I mean, let's slow down on
A
that.
little?
Just a little bit. Yeah, I'm starting. Wait. So is that still a thing where like the double glass and I think that's not a thing, is it? And they like pull the fucking electricity thing and
Pretty sure that's a thing.
oh shit, damn! I thought they like give them something through the
Lethal
IV,
injection.
yeah, the lethal injection.
I
right?
think lethal injection is the most common, but I don't
It's
know.
gonna be
I'm
like the
sure there are
electrical
still
chair.
places that do hangings. Like, I genuinely believe it.
There is I think the movie's Sin City, but I think it's Sin City, but the guy gets like electrocuted, but they can't kill him, and so they keep on like trying to execute him. I think it's Sin City is a movie, but I can imagine what if that happened like in real life, where someone's like basically getting like terminated.
Tortured.
Tortured,
I
in a
mean, like,
sense.
and not dying.
So okay, I want to kind of go back then. So with the death penalty situation, do you feel like, because me personally, I think we can eliminate not just death penalty, but some crimes in general if we actually took mental health a little bit more serious and we had some type of system put together to help people. And I don't know if like a limit system would be smart, but what we're doing right now, like especially in the States, when, for example, there's there's shootings that happened, we immediately blame the firearm,
Yeah.
but someone can take a machete and run into a store and just start chopping people.
Yeah.
And so it's not really the item that they have.
Right.
It's more of the person themselves. So how do you fix that problem? And
Well,
that's
but
where,
that's the thing. It runs too deep. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
the
Do we
root
put a
of the
level
problem-
system together
Yeah.
where we're like, okay, level 1, this person's this, to level 10, this person's, extreme.
yeah, but I mean, that's what people are actively trying to do. Like, the thing is, when it comes to mental health, it needs to be taken seriously, and I understand that. But,
Yeah.
like, people don't get help. And that's really where you need to start.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the people that get to a point where they're willing to take other people's lives, like, that's, the start of that, okay, my mental health is starting to fail, that was a long time ago,
Right.
And
But
when
we
you
just
don't
give
take
people
care
a
of
pill
yourself,
We just drug them up.
well, and there's problems within the healthcare system. I mean, all of it. Like, I hate the medical industry. I hate it so freaking much.
So then because obviously this is much larger problem.
Yes,
I don't want to go
like
too deep
this,
into other
we
shit.
can go into a massive rabbit hole about this because there really is so much.
Okay, so let's just focus on the death penalty thing. Do
Okay.
you personally feel like death penalty, it should be a thing,
Yeah,
but certain occasions,
but I don't like how they handle it.
you don't like? Okay, so how should they handle it in your opinion?
I don't like that people get to sit on death row for however long they do.
Don't you feel like they should like serve their time though, than being eliminated? Because the opposite is that, okay, if they take them out immediately, then basically, you kind of run into like where you have these shootings and people take their own life, and to me, it's like it's a sucker way out. Like, serve your time. So, do you feel like they should serve at least some time before?
Well, but you have to think about it. Like this person that did something heinous, like they got the death penalty for a reason.
Right.
They're taking up space.
Okay.
They're another mouth to feed. I mean,
But what if it was an accident and evidence come back later on that they weren't the person? Because that happens a lot too.
That is it doesn't happen a lot, I will say. Like,
Yeah.
I want to give the justice system just the tiniest
Sure.
amount of credit.
Okay.
That, like, it does not happen often.
Right.
But that is the one thing that I fight with, because there have been people that have been falsely imprisoned.
Yes.
There have been people that have been falsely imprisoned on death row that were set to die that,
It's terrible.
thank God,
Yeah.
not all of them, actually probably very little of them, like, were actually helped. Like, they were proven innocent.
I feel like maybe I like the idea a little bit of California, of the 3-strike system. I think that in a sense with society, because it's like, how do you really control society in a sense where a lot of these things can be eliminated so you don't lead to, and I know death penalty is like the very extreme thing, but how do you like structure something together so that way that doesn't happen? Because to me, I'm more like you said, an eye for an eye thing. So if someone takes someone out, I think the same thing should happen to them. And in case, like, you shouldn't keep living, but it depends on the situation. Obviously, if it's, you know, if there's self-defense, you know, it's a whole different story. Or,
I think that people that grape or assault people should be castrated.
should be taken out. Oh, wait,
no,
castrated?
No, they get to live with the things
I was
that they've
saying take
done.
them out. I'm like, go ahead and take them out. Take them to the backyard and take them out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with you, but like an eye for an eye would be castration.
Do you feel like maybe the more that we keep advancing in the modern time and the more we far away from, I guess, like, let's say from the medieval time, if you really want to like put two timelines together?
Yeah. Medieval torture is wild, by the way, but we'll talk about
Yes,
that later.
that is
So
a
freaking
whole
crazy.
nother fucking like thing. But do you feel like in a sense we softened up as the years continues?
Oh my gosh, yes.
things
We
that
live
we-
in a world where literally everyone is a baby.
Yeah.
Like,
Because you have people who like are on death row and they have fans and they have like,
I've always hated that. That is so disgusting.
it's crazy.
I mean, the fact that serial killers are idolized, that's disgusting.
What is the top serial killer that you think that gets idolized?
Ted Bundy and kind of Richard Ramirez. He had a
I'm not
lot.
familiar with him. What did he do?
The Night Stalker.
Oh shit. Okay. Which one do you think people talk about the most?
Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy?
Yeah.
What does he look like? What does Ted Bundy look like?
Did you ever see the movie that they made about him? They had Zac Efron.
Was that the
play
one
him.
Zac Efron played?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it.
Because people said that he was very handsome, very
Let me see
charming.
what he looked like.
And I mean, like,
He looks like a killer.
I know. I got chills. Like, the hairs on
He
the
kinda
back of my
looks-
neck stood up.
He looks like a killer. And he has that like eyebrows look from like the guy from Evil Dead, like
Yeah.
Ash. He looks crazy as hell.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Absolutely disgusting.
How many
man.
women did he kill? Was he just murdering women, or he also was murdering men as
No,
well?
it was your typical, like, young college-aged women.
Was this in San Francisco, right?
He confessed to 30. He was convicted for 17?
You guys were probably young,
That's too much.
but do you guys remember the baseline killer that happened in Tempe?
No.
So there was a, can you look it up? There's a baseline killer who was, they couldn't find him, but he was like killing people on baseline and only on baseline. And this is in Tempe, Arizona.
How did
But,
I not know about that?
Yeah, It's called The Baseline Killer.
How many people did he kill?
I don't know exactly how many people he killed, but I know he was like, they were afraid of him because he would, if I remember correctly, he would shoot them. What was his name? Yeah, he was a serial killer.
Mark Goodell?
So he was an RP. He would RP people. He would kidnap them, and he would kill them. But it was only on baseline, on the road baseline. How many people did he end up confirming to kill? I'm just really curious. Damn, my stomach is growling right now. Does it not say? Because I am curious. You know, it's creepy to know one person's a serial killer on a highway that you go on.
I'm sorry, Gabe clicked on a.
No, you're good.
Where'd you click Criminal Minds Wikipedia.
Oh shit. Okay, so he looks crazy, but he was a baseline killer, but he killed 9 people. Okay.
No, he has 9 victims.
Well, they couldn't find him for a bit. But yeah, he was called the baseline killer, but he would kidnap RP people and murder them. I thought he was shooting them as well, like in public on baseline. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. I was young. I was a baby still. He was shooting people too, right? Yeah. Because I was like maybe like 9th grade when all that was happening, but I remember hearing about it. And what was scary.
You just said you were a baby.
Yeah, well, 9th grader is a baby to me now. That's a baby. You know, I'm getting older. I'm maturing. I'm getting a mature age. But when he was taking people out, he would. It was scary because my bus route was on baseline, and I lived on baseline at the time. So what was scary was I had to walk as a middle schooler. I had to walk on the same road he was killing people and doing stuff. So it was a little bit paranoid because the news made it a big deal about him because he only did it on baseline. I know baseline's big, but I mean, you know.
It couldn't like change the bus route. God.
Like, good luck, kids.
Seriously.
Bye. Yeah, so.
God, my mama wouldn't let me walk that route by myself.
It was very paranoid. All right. So I kind of want to speak a little bit about hate speech. Should it be protected under the freedom of speech law? I feel like that can be a whole podcast episode talking about hate speech.
Hate speech should be protected under freedom of speech laws.
Did I say that wrong?
Well, I mean, no, I was just reiterating.
I
agree. Unfortunately, freedom of speech is important. You know how I feel about people voicing their opinions. You don't have to accept it, but everyone has a right to voice their opinions.
So now I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
About this situation because I 1,000,000,000% agree with you.
Yeah.
But to what level would be considered hate speech now? Because things are changing so rapidly in our world,
right?
Where anyone can feel defensive over any particular thing.
You're absolutely right.
And so they can kind of stamp it as a hate speech.
Yeah.
And so I have a question for you now before I because I know I asked you a question there, but I have another one for you. If a man says something terrible to a woman or does something terrible to a woman, do you think that should also be under a hate speech as well?
Says yes. Okay. But anything physical, that's beyond hate speech. That's
right. Okay. Like, not physical, but like saying certain things. Do you think it happens a lot though?
Sure. We live in a world with very angry people. Yeah.
Do you think eventually the internet is going to be controlled enough where people can actually get prosecuted on the things they say online that can be considered hate speech? No. There was a Republican, I don't know her name, but there was a video I was looking at that came out recently, and she was saying that everyone that's on social media, the social media companies should release or force everyone to identify themselves when they create a user account. Yeah. And so basically it tags their name, their physical name, to whatever they say online. And so when they say something online, they can be responsible for the actions and things that they say online.
Yeah.
Do you think that should be something? Because that's kind of scary.
Well, of course it's scary because it's personal information, but like...
Well, you don't think. I'm not going to put you on the line and let you think. Yeah. But I will say, do you think we're going to end up having something like that eventually with the way the society is going because of hate speech and stuff? You don't think so?
I don't think
You think it's always going to be an open market?
Yeah.
I think if things keep happening with a lot of these shootings and a lot of, because see, here's the thing, and this is where I'm going to get really controversial. So we need to justify to the government needs to justify to society that my son was killing me. I'm not gonna say the government. I'm gonna rewind that. So those at B need to basically those at B, don't judge me. Those at B needs to basically scare society. You good? Okay. Those
at B what?
Needs.
Those at B?
Yeah, those at B said what I said, and I meant what I said. Those at B who controls whatever. Those that be is what I said. Let me finish, okay? Those that be will control needs. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Hold up. Let me finish. Here's the thing. So those that be need to control, but can only control. Can only let me get it off. I got y'all. I promise you. I promise you. It's gonna make sense. It's gonna make sense. Let me finish. It's gonna make sense. Hold up. Right? Hear me out, okay? They need to basically put fear in society eyes to justify actions of passing certain laws and things. And the only way that they can do that is putting fear in people's eyes. And that's what they're doing with the guns right now. They're saying guns are scary. They're going to hurt you. Assault rifles are, they carry too much ammo and they do all this. And that's what they're doing to the point where people are like, they're right. Regular citizens shouldn't have an assault rifle. That's their narrative. I disagree, but that's the narrative they're pushing, right? So what I'm trying to get at is it would be easy to control people and push that narrative, especially if things keep happening where they're like, okay, people are still going to be like the insults or whatever, the people who bash women and stuff or all these other groups, they're going to kind of put them all together and say, okay, well, if these people were attached to their real name, these events wouldn't happen because they know they would be responsible for their actions they say online. So that would be an easy way for them to push to society, like this needs to be passed. Yeah. And it's the same thing that's happening with the AI right now, where they're like, we need to pass a bill to control AI because it's danger to our society because it does X, Y, and Z and all this other stuff. Right. So it's basically they need to scare you. Once they scare you, then they can start to push things where it controls you when it comes to online. And they've been trying to do it little by little to the point where I think eventually we will, unfortunately, be giving up a lot of information or not have the free internet the way that it is now when it comes to the freedom of...
When you lose privileges, because
that's kind of like the same thing with driving, right? Driving's not a privilege. Will internet become the same concept eventually when internet's not a privilege?
Yeah, but you also have to realize that when it comes to the internet, like, there's a lot of stuff that you can't
control.
Stop. Yeah, you can't control. Like, biggest example is the dark web. Mm-hmm. Like,
the onion.
You can't stop anything that happens in the dark web. Like,
right.
Cops can't do shit about stuff that happens on the dark web.
Well, shit, they're on there too. So.
Like, well, exactly.
Right.
So that's why I kind of am hesitant with the whole, like, I don't really know if it's gonna happen, just because, like,
it's hard.
It's hard. It's the internet. I mean,
and then the other thing, it makes me feel like, in a sense, if people have this much control over everything, then what does that information entails?
Yeah.
Because now you're going to have an organization who controls that thing. What are they doing with all that information? And that's the other scary part of it. Yeah. So there really is no fixed system when it comes to like hate speech, at least online is what I'm referring to. Yeah. My whole scenario was about,
I don't know, but I also don't really think that, like, this is controversial.
Okay.
I don't really think that hate speech is serious.
Really?
I don't. They're just words. Get over it. If someone has shitty things to say, don't listen to them. Like, it's not rocket science.
So hold on. I want to, can you look up what defines as a hate speech? Like, what is determined as someone being a hate speech?
Abusive or threatening speech or writing that expresses prejudice on the basis of ethnicity, religion, or sexual orientation.
Ooh, or similar grounds.
Oh, or similar grounds.
Huh. Okay. So basically calling like someone a faggot.
Yes, how dare you?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Get over it.
Get over it.
Everyone is so quick to like get violent and get upset and like emotionally hurt themselves over words.
So I think with the hate speech thing, to me personally, I think it has to deal with the situation, you know?
Yeah.
If you have a group of community of like, let's say I'll use kids for example, right?
Yeah.
So you have, you know, middle schoolers or whatever, and they're seeing some vile things.
Yeah.
And obviously, as we all know, nowadays most kids are online. So they're not just taking the vile things they're saying at school. They're now also, it transfers over to online and they're saying things online. And so I think in those situations, that's where kind of the hate speech kind of comes in place.
Yeah.
But at the same time, to me, I feel like there has to be a control level of it, because how do you determine someone was really saying something in a hateful manner where they're intentionally was trying to harm that person? And that's where I think the hate speech doesn't really make sense. You know?
Well, but that's my thing. Like thinking you are a black man, you're a gay man.
Yep.
What is in your head like, and you probably can't even say it because it's going to go on the internet, but like think of the most heinous shit that somebody could say to you.
See, for me, if someone says something, it's hard for me to answer that question, because the way that I am, if someone says something to me that I would consider like hatred, which I've dealt with, you know,
well, of course,
online when people saying some hateful shit, I take it personal.
Right.
I get emotional,
right.
But then I also become verbally back, you know?
Right.
I'm not the type of person who's going to sit there and play the victim and I'm going to cry and do all this.
Right. But my point being, is it going to kill you?
No.
Are you going to die?
No. Well, okay. This is where I think hate speech should only really play in place if there's some physical action afterwards.
But see, that's not hate speech then.
But that's not hate speech,
exactly.
Right?
I don't think that hate speech is nearly as big of a problem as people are making it out to be. I think we all need to grow some thicker skin, because words are words.
Do you feel like, so even though words for word, because I see it's weird. See, it's a weird situation because I'm not familiar, so I'm a little bit naive, I guess, with the concept of when hate speech really gets used. I'm assuming in this case that there's either a group of individuals or there's one particular person who maybe be doing other actions on top of the hate speech.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm getting back about the physical, you know, abuse or whatever the case may be, because someone can, you know, let's say for example, a couple's dating. Yeah. And the boyfriend is just talking mad shit to his girlfriend at the time and saying some crazy things about her. Yeah. Would that be fall under hate speech, or would that be physical abuse, or would that be, you know, like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like,
yeah, no, I totally
where's the
understand
level
what
of
you're
it
saying.
where,
well, because verbal assault
is
a thing
also
as
well,
a thing,
right?
And
so.
But it does confuse me to an extent, because I know that when it comes to verbal assault, it's usually someone that, it's not like strangers on the street. I mean, it is, but like the big problem lays within people that are being verbally assaulted by someone they know, like family, friends, partners, situations like that. But that's where it gets difficult, because you care.
I think you kind of have a point, because now that I'm thinking about it, and I guarantee you, I'm gonna have you look this up, Gabriel. When was the last time someone got, or what was the most recent arrest on hate speech? Because now that makes me wonder if it's just something to make it look nice on paper, like, okay, we're all inclusive, we all include you, and, you know, now you have some type of rights. Because now that I think about it, there's not one person that I personally know, or I've heard stories or read on stories that a person was charged based on hate speech.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? So I'm curious now, when was the last, you know, he's going to look it up. Because you think about it, you don't really hear about it. You know what I mean? Like, you just hear, I mean, you hear stuff about kids, like, you know, the bullying and stuff like that. But where does that fall under? Would that be considered hate speech, or just kids bullying?
It just depends. Because, like, I don't know. bullying is one of those weird things for me because, like, I see it in the media and it's always like these kids that are like physically laying their hands on you every single day.
Oh, these kids are fucking crazy nowadays. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
When I was going to school, and I don't know, I know that like there's so many different schools and there's so many different states and there's, you know, it's different everywhere.
Do you
but
think
like,
the West Coast schools are a little bit easier than like the South or the Midwest?
I have no idea. I don't know.
You wouldn't know. Okay.
But I know that when I was going to school, like I never really witnessed bullying.
Okay.
But I did go to school with a lot of people that claimed that they were bullied, and it really had me questioning like how. Like someone picked on you every day, or was it someone like putting their hands on you and like assaulting you? I was like, what how are you bullied?
So for me it was more of I wouldn't consider it bullying for a long time because I would kind of lose my shit after a while.
Yeah.
But there were certain groups of kids who looked like me in a sense and would basically just talk mad shit because I would hang out with other kids who did not look like me.
Yeah.
And so...
And it would wear down on your mental.
It wear down on my mental.
Because being an adolescent like that, like, the hormones are flowing and, like, yeah. And that I can understand. I wouldn't have the emotional capability to handle that at that age, in that environment. Like,
see, for me, though, and that's why, like, questions like that are difficult, because for me, I was more the person where, like, okay, you're going to talk shit, I'm going to beat shit out you, too. Like, I would never say, I may lose, but I'm going to, like, at least be known or stamped, like, okay, he's kind of batshit crazy. He's going to go back at it. And so that's why some questions like this is hard for me, because it's like, yeah, could someone say something hateful? I mean, it hasn't happened to me personally where someone said something that I identified and was like, okay, this is hateful. Right. Obviously, people said some stupid shit online. But as far as like me feeling away, like, oh my God, my life is a danger. They're being hate speech, you know, they're in front of my house and throwing eggs or something or just saying things. I never, you know, was involved in a situation like that. But I also know if I was in a situation like that, I'm going to handle it the best way I feel like it's capable of handling it. So it's kind of like I'm going to come back with the same aggression that they're coming with. It may not be the right way to go about it, but that's kind of how I would deal with it.
Yeah, so no, that is the wrong way to go about it.
I know. Yeah, don't agree with me on that one. Okay, so what was the last?
This was recently for. Apparently, he was an ex-Obama advisor, Stuart Seldowitz, arrested for What does that say?
Islamophobic rant.
Yelling at a halal cart man out in New York, saying 4,000 kids dying in, what was it, Gaza? Gaza wasn't enough.
So that's just being racist? Is considered hate speech then?
I mean, yeah, it's disgusting.
But was it fair for him to be arrested for saying that to a vendor?
Was he intoxicated?
I don't.
No, I think he was sane.
No, I think he's just a bad person.
But he was
terrible
arrested,
person.
Charged was aggravated harassment, hate crime, stalking,
but see,
fear, and stalking in a place of employment.
There you go. That's where it's valid. If this man just got arrested simply for saying some heinous shit, I don't think it's right. I feel like he should have been protected under that right. But at the same time, you have to take note of the aggravated harassment, stalking.
Well, see, that's what I was saying earlier. I was saying there's never just hate speech. There's always something attached to it where they did X, Y, and Z. And okay, now we can throw this on it as well.
Right.
Because, you know, I look into a lot of true crime shit, and, you know, I look into a lot of that crap. Sometimes the prosecutors would throw a lot on a person because they just need something to stick, you know? Yep. And so that's what I was saying. I feel like, in a sense, hate speech really is just a cover up to make people feel more comfortable. I think it's something to be like, you're included. Don't worry. If someone says something to you, we got your back. If that's the case, have
like
someone...
Like a filler charge.
Yeah. Has someone been charged just for... And I'm sure they have been, but I'm saying I don't hear any very common case that someone was just charged just for hate speech.
Is good, because I feel like it would be unlawful. Yeah. I feel like you can't arrest someone just for saying something.
Because I mean, you got a lot of stuff people saying about Jewish people. I know that's going on right now.
Which is horrible.
It's terrible.
So many things wrong with the world. I wish that people would just... It's not even like not say certain things, because I obviously, you know, I'm very open about everyone having their own opinion, but like when it comes to being hateful just to be hateful, like I I can't fathom it. I don't understand it.
It's terrible. I think people need to respect people's beliefs, boundaries, relationships, sexual orientation, whatever the fucking case may be. I think sometimes people say things out of anger.
Yes.
And they may not meant to say what they said, in these cases or whatnot. I do feel like when it comes to the hate speech thing, though, you kind of have to, it has to kind of, the best way I guess I can explain it is I'm more of, and I tell people this all the time when it comes to hate speech, me personally, I'm more of a Malcolm X concept where basically you can say whatever the fuck you want to say as long as you don't put your hands on me.
Absolutely.
The moment you put your hands on me is the moment the whole thing changes.
Absolutely.
And that was kind of the movement with segregation was going on where, Malcolm X and, oh my God, I can't think of his name right now. Martin Luther King had a different vision of what their standards of what want to be like. I can't even think right now.
MLK.
Thank you. MLK was more of like, thank you. I'm tipsy as fuck. MLK was more of a, let's be all together. Let's do this together, which I'm all for as well. But when it comes to this situation, it's more of, say what you want to say, because that's the whole thing. We have the right to say what we want to say. And as soon as
you have the right to voice your stupid opinions.
Voice it, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, here's a flip of the coin then. If you get to voice, do you think that people should be crucified as far as their job and livelihood go because what they said? Like, I'll use Kanye West, for example.
I got a good example, too.
What's up?
I got a good example.
You got a good example? Okay, you want to use Kanye or someone else?
Let's go me.
You go. Okay, go for it.
I want to put an example
out
there.
Go for it. I love it.
So, they were going to make another Scream movie. Yes, you know where I'm going with this. And,
yes. Let's go for it.
The main actress, I forget her name.
The girl from Wednesday?
No,
I know her
the
friends
main one.
are not the main one.
The one that would be playing the older sister. I don't know her name.
Who's the girl who played in the Scream? It's the reboot one.
6.
I think so. 6 or 7. They make too many of those fucking movies. Okay, what did she say? Do you know?
Melissa Barrera.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, she said something about.
Do you know what she said? Can you look up the quote of what she said?
I think, was it anti-Semitic? Was that what it was? Oh, she made a political statement about freaking Israel.
Okay.
And they fired her. And I was like, why? What the hell does that have to do with her playing a character in a movie?
Right.
I hate cancel culture.
What did she say? I'm curious of what exactly did she end up saying? Did they take down what she said?
They probably took down what she said.
Well, because here's the thing on that situation. I don't have enough to understand the whole concept of everything.
Yeah.
I am naive when it comes to that. But what I will say is that it's either one or the other, right? And so I'm assuming she went in one direction people didn't like, so they crucified her. But at the end of the day, people are dying. Like, it don't matter who side you fucking pick.
Yeah.
People are dying.
Absolutely.
Kids are dying. Women are dying.
Absolutely.
Men are dying. Like,
and
people are fucking dying. So
I had this conversation. I was talking to my mom about it, and she was like, that's why people shouldn't, like, say political things. And I was like, why?
So be quiet?
Yeah. Why be quiet? Why silence people? She was just sharing her opinion.
What did she say?
Do you want to read it, Gabe?
First and foremost, I condemn anti-Semitic. This isn't from me. This is from Melissa. Oh, sorry. What's her name? Melissa Barrera. First and foremost, I condemn anti-Semitism and Islamophobia. I condemn hate and prejudice of any kind against any group of people.
So wait, this sounds like an apology.
No, it's not.
This is not the apology?
As a Latina, a proud Mexicana, I feel the responsibility of having a platform that allows me the privilege of being heard, and therefore I have tried to use it to raise awareness about issues I care about and to lend my voice to those in need. Every person on this earth, regardless of religion, race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, or socioeconomic status, deserves equal human rights, dignity, and, of course, freedom. I believe a group of people are not their leadership, and that no governing body should be above criticism. I pray day and night for no more deaths, for no more violence, and for peaceful coexistence. I will continue to speak out for those that need it, and most of and most and continue to advocate for peace and safety for human rights and freedom. Silence is not an option for me.
Imagine getting
That was
fired
a
over
long-
that.
She got
That was really long. What the fuck did she say that was bad?
She voiced a political stance.
What is going on?
My point.
What the
exactly.
fuck is going on? What
What-
did she say
see?
that was bad? Did in that article, does it point out anything that specifically she said that would have caused that issue? Like that statement was bad? I don't know. What it sounds like to me is basically they want people to just shut the fuck up.
Absolutely.
Just shut the fuck up. Like play your role, do your movie. Shut the fuck up. Has nothing to do with the movie. Promote the movie.
Oh,
With the movie's about a serial killer.
I don't know how they're gonna do that movie though.
How are you gonna fire someone? No,
Jenna
hold
Ortega.
Up, hold up. I need a drink. How the fuck you're gonna fire someone on a movie that's about serial killer?
But
Fucking serial
But
killer.
even if it wasn't Irvin, it does not matter. This had like her political stance, her opinions about race, religion, whatever.
Right.
Whether they're liked or not, has absolutely nothing to do with her acting in a movie. She did
That's
nothing
terrible.
wrong.
Because I know the girl from Wednesday pulled out.
She
pulled out.
pulled out because of that.
She
and
wanted
honestly,
to support her friend, her co-star.
good for Jenna Ortega because I would too. That's supporting your co-star. Like
That's crazy.
mad respect there.
I don't know. That's a bag though. I don't know if I want to throw away my bag. But you support from a distance.
I no.
This is my moment of just being humor.
I support good people.
You support. I'll support from
Good
the like,
decisions.
Emily, I ain't giving up no bag. I'll support from a distance. I'll be like, girl, you said that shit, but I gotta go read these lines because I gotta make this money. Let me tell you. On all serious
Shame on
though.
you.
No, that's it.
That's all I have to say. Continue on.
Listen. That's terrible though. Like that. So wait, she lost the position based on what she said.
Spyglass Media Group removed her because I guess on Instagram from them it's she described the media's coverage as one-sided in favor of Israel.
She voiced her freaking opinion.
Okay.
Good for her.
See, my whole thing is just people are dying. Like I said, I don't know enough information.
People are dying, Kim.
And Spyglass is the one that after at least shoot her. We have zero tolerance for anti-Semitism or the incitement of hate in any form, including false references to genocide, ethnic cleansing, Holocaust distortion, or anything that flagrantly crosses the line into hate speech. Iconic.
That's insane. That's insane. That's just insane.
The director was all like, everything sucks, stop yelling, this was not my decision to make.
Seriously.
I think as a human being, we have the right to have our opinion on certain matters. Hers, especially in this situation, I don't feel like she was saying anything wrong. She even stated out her own race, like, hey, I'm a Latino lady, I have nothing to do with this, but I do feel like, X, Y, and Z. Like, she pointed out,
No, I feel like but there was a lot of love and passion in that message.
She did it respectfully.
Honestly, I don't know.
So wrap it up. The kind of bringing it up back with her, I think that's tricky. I think that it scares me in a sense of basically social media is becoming the same. Okay, I'll put it this way. This is what scares me about it. Social media has basically became part of our workforce.
Yeah.
Where if you say something, basically that same standards that your employer or whatever tells you, like, oh, you can't say this, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Basically, you need to come work and only talk about work, right? That's
Which
basically
is ridiculous.
fucking insane. Another day, but fucking insane, right?
Yes.
But I feel like in a sense, the work field or workplace has also basically been like combined with social media and online or whatever the case may be. Because in this case, that's what happened to her. She stated her opinion, and it wasn't really an opinion. It was just like, hey, I don't know why this shouldn't be happening or whatever.
She was giving her support.
She was giving her support, right?
Just giving her support.
So by doing that, basically she got fired. She lost her job, her livelihood. And, going back to earlier, I don't know how they're going to continue the movie because majority of the cast members are
Oh, yeah. The
They're
movie's going
gone.
to completely flop without her.
They'll reboot it again.
Well, but you realize it's not a reboot. It's a continuation. It's a sequel.
Oh, that's right. It's a sequel to the previous.
Which I mean, I wouldn't necessarily be upset if they
The movie was
ended
kinda
that
trash.
franchise. It was okay.
It's not, it doesn't have any
But I
memorable
mean,
moments.
that's the thing with Scream. Like I like horror movies. I do.
It blows my
I like
mind that she got
Scream.
kicked off